are going to be making some causal models this morning, and causal models are something that you are very good at. You've had lots of practice, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking some of the knowledge we've built around food. Yesterday we were talking about the high cost of food and none of it, and you were asking great questions like, why is the cost so high? What causes the cost to be so high? And we talked about shipping, weather, the Canadian dollar. We went into people's health based on what they can afford to eat. We talked about greenhouses. We talked about organic food. And so today we're going to take that knowledge and we're going to go a step further and we're going to look at what causes some of those things to happen. And I know you know about using causal models, but I'm going to add another layer to it today, something new. So I'm going to use people struggling to afford food. That's going to be my topic. And I'm going to ask you the question, what do you think causes that? What do you think causes people to struggle to afford to buy food?
They don't have a job.
No job. Okay, what else might cause people to struggle to afford food? Sean?
High food prices.
Jenna?
They don't really live near any grocery stores.
Huh. I'm going to use the word proximity. Proximity to grocery stores. Okay, I'm going to go back to one of these topics and we're going to take it a level further. We know a lot about this. What causes high food prices? Based on what you found out so far. Colin?
Shipping.
And what else might cause high food prices? Mateen?
Be like the owner of the store needs money, so they raise the price.
Ah. What else? Layla?
Maybe the season, like in winter, fruit is more expensive.
I'm going to go back to this one again. Let's take that to another level. What might cause high shipping costs? Sean?
The weight of the thing getting shipped in.
We found out a lot about that yesterday when we were looking at things like ginger ale costing $87. Mateen?
The distance, but that it has to travel.
Okay, I'm going to stop there because I don't want to take too many ideas away from you when you go to do this. But I look at this causal model and think, okay, I can see where our thinking went. But when I'm asking the question, what caused that, I'm not sure what direction to read it in. So when I go here and think what caused high shipping costs, well, the weather caused high shipping costs. So I'm going to use an arrow to show that weather causes high shipping costs. And shipping costs lead to high food prices. And high food prices lead to people not being able to afford food. Or no job leads to people not being able to afford food. Large family to feed causes people to not be able to afford food. Distance to travel causes high shipping costs. And what do you think that's going to do, adding those arrows? That's a bit of a tricky question. If someone came into this room right now, had no idea what we were doing and looked at this, what might those arrows help with?
Showing that they all connect.
Okay, what else?
Showing that connects, that causes that.
Shows them how to read it, right? To know where to look. 'Cause look at some of our other causal models. This one's just getting started. Look at some of the other ones on the wall. There's lines all over the place, and it could be overwhelming to look at. And the arrows might help us decide how to read it. And looking at this so far, do you see any connections between the ideas? Because remember, that's another part of causal modeling, is looking for connections between things. Do you see any connections so far, or are we not there yet?
Maybe between season and the weather.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Season and what's available, absolutely based on weather. So I'm going to give you a little bit of choice with your topic today. I've come up with a couple of ideas. You could do high grocery costs. What causes that? Organic food being more expensive than regular food. What causes that? Rising grocery costs. We talked a little bit about that yesterday in the Canadian dollar. What causes that? Or you could continue expanding on that topic we just started together, people struggling to afford food. So those are some options for you. Or if you go back to what you were thinking about yesterday when we were doing our knowledge building together, if you can think of another topic that you would like to do your causal model on, that's fine. Please just make sure you check with me before you get going. Does that make sense? Okay, let's get going.
So what we did was we picked the topic food. And so we start asking questions. And then as a group together in a class, we use all of our minds and brain power to find questions and answers, which lead to other questions.
And you're thinking healthy food is more expensive?
It really is.
Well, we learned that when we were at the grocery store, right? That fresh food is a lot more expensive than packaged food.
Is it like tastier, or is it like, I don't know.
Maybe it tastes better. Add that.
Sometimes I feel like it does.
No wrong ideas, right? So add that in.
So if it's grown closer, then they can be like, oh, well, it's grown locally in this place.
Okay, put that down.
Okay.
Or maybe that, believe it's healthy, maybe you could branch that off of there.
I saw on a website that said like organic farms tend to be smaller, and they produce less.
Okay, so why don't we add that? Smaller farms, lower output.
It's deeper because with 28 minds working together, I think we can we digged really deep with this project on food.
You can kind of connect it to real life things that when, like, say someone's in a fight or something, you get to see what, like, both sides of it.
Because I'm already interested in the topic, so when we take it and learn more about it in different subjects and different ways, but still learning about that topic, I really like that because it keeps my interest in the topic.